Alright guys, we just broke a very important major trend line Davincij15 has discovered for Bitcoin. So we are due to a very important move for Bitcoin. Whether it's going up or down, you have to discover in that video. And also Davincij15 had a look at the altcoin space. He discovered that there are still major gains to do. Even though for a few altcoins it's too late, we want to discover not only in this video but also in the next videos for which specific altcoins it's not too late to jump on with a small stake. No financial advice. So this episode will be very important, not only for our own performance but maybe also for your performance in the future, for inspirational purposes. So make sure you stay here until the end for the whole video. It will be, a promise, a very important and educational video from Davincij15. And now, without any further ado, Davincij15, you probably can guess what the most important question of today is. How are you feeling today, my man?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. I mean, I got up early this morning to go to the gym, and I didn't make it.
Oh, really? And your leg? Is it because of your leg, or is everything fine?
No, it wasn't because of my leg. It's because I hit the off button on my alarm, and I was like, yeah, I'll just stay here for 2 seconds, and I fell back asleep.
But guys, we can assure you his leg is fine, and Davincij is going to the gym like nearly every day right now. I mean, you are going more often than me. Big shout out to you, and your leg is still not at 100%. So big shout out to you, man. You really, we all hope you will get like 200 years old. So if Satoshi Nakamoto wouldn't deserve a 200 years life, who else, man? So thanks for being back in our
Satoshi people.
No, he's not. That's the point, man. In our last episode, we somehow scam busted Craig Wright for not being Satoshi. And Craig Wright is saying he is Satoshi. No one believes him. And you are saying I'm not Satoshi, and still no one believes you. So it's a bit irrational. Let's get into the content right now. We want to cover, because Davincij, you found out that Bitcoin just broke a major trend line, a very important trend line for Bitcoin. This was kind of, maybe not surprising for you, but it might be surprising for us. So you want to also predict the price for Bitcoin in the next few weeks, maybe even month, and also set exact price targets for that. We are very thrilled to see that. And also we will cover 2 altcoins where, in your opinion, it might be not too late to jump on with a little stake to make possible major gains without giving any financial advice. Before we start, we want to thank our sponsor. Our sponsor is actually joining us today. It's our media partner. And it wouldn't be MMCrypto and Davincij15 if we wouldn't have negotiated something for our community. So everyone, let me just jump into the desktop. Everyone who is using the link in the description down below, hi.tech/airdrop, will get to that landing page. And then if you sign up and you take let me show you here. You sign up on that button. You take like 90 seconds of your time and you will get $25 worth of security tokens. You have to fill up some compliance things because it's a security token. But I think the airdrop is even for US citizens. So that's pretty nice, guys. Just sign up, use that link, and get like $25 for 90 seconds of your time. I think that's a very good hourly wage. Hi.tech/airdrop, and also given down in the description down below, maybe even in the pinned comment. Very much luck for you guys. Have fun with the $25. It's like 5 burritos or so.
Free money, right?
Free money? It's not even cheap. It's free. Come on. So guys, do not miss out on that one. Davincij15, maybe we should get straight into the content. You have a lot of stuff to tell, and I want to thank you in the name of the whole audience, for coming back to our channel, taking your time, and really dropping your knowledge bombs on us. And that being said, now the stage is yours. Let's start with your Bitcoin outlook, not even for the short term only, but also for the mid and long term. We have everything covered right now.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here. And you know what? Just one more thing on those free coins. You know what? A lot of people give out airdrops, and I don't like it when people say, "Oh man, I wanted to get into crypto very beginning," and then when I say point out an airdrop, they're like, "Nah, I don't want to sign up for that because I don't want to get my email." Oh, get real! It costs you nothing, people. Get real. just try it out. Like if you don't know what's gonna happen, it could go to like thousands of dollars, and there you go.
But you know,
I mean, so it's worthwhile just to sign up and get some free coins, right?
if you lose it, you lost like 120 seconds or so maximum of your time. So I don't know, man. It's not the worst thing to lose. So thanks, Davincij. And as I said, we are thrilled right now to watch your analysis. For everyone watching, if you want for Davincij's leg, it's like at 95% to get to a 100% healing. We need some more likes. Every like is a healing point for Davincij's leg. So make sure you hit that like button. And also maybe before we watch that right now, tell us what is your personal outlook for Bitcoin, bullish or bearish. Leave that in the comments, and in the end of the video, you can leave another comment and let us know what you think about the outlook of Bitcoin.
Yeah, well, basically, I did some tweets a little while ago, right? Watching Bitcoin. First, it dropped and it was like, "Move, bitch! Get out the way! Get out the way!" And I was like, "Oh my God, if it breaks this bottom trend lines, right? Oh, we were in a lot of trouble here, right?" So I was like getting nervous, but I was thinking I actually wanted to put some buy orders down here because I was thinking, yeah, this thing's dying, but I'm feeling that it won't break this trend line. But I was too nervous, and I didn't put any buy orders down here. But I held I sold up here, and I bought some back as it went back up, because I was like, okay, forget it. It is going in the direction that I expected it to go, and I bought back in when it dumped and came back up. But anyways. Yeah, I was shocked, right? I'm like, I did this as it moved back up here, right? I'm like, damn, it bounced right back off this trend line. I drew these trend lines from a long time ago. I'm like, wow, I can't believe it's stuck in these trend lines. So it was clear to me that Bitcoin is going to go in the direction of the trend line break. So if it breaks this upward, it's going to go up, and if it breaks this downward, it's going to go down. And what did it do in the last few hours?
Whoa!
Well, there you go. It broke the trend line. Beautiful. Look how this smaller trend line, this weaker trend line here, it was bouncing in between them. This is beautiful. I mean, when you see this, this is a trader's dream, right? To see the market follow these trend lines and bounce in between them. I mean, it gives you the clear direction of Bitcoin. And if you were a day trader, you could handle what the next move that's coming. But I would not suggest the average person jump in on this bandwagon as it continues to go up, because you just don't know how to trade and deal with your emotions, and a lot of things are going to happen between now and where its price, ultimate price target is gonna hit. And you got to be able to learn how to manage your emotions and trade like a professional in order to trade this market, because it's going to hurt you. It will.
Yeah, and
so don't jump on it.
You want it.
Sorry, what's that, Chris?
You want the market to come to you, man, and the people tend to forget that. I wanted to mention something, because we got like 95% of love in the recent videos, but still 5% of hate, because many people were bullish. I mean, it was the majority of people were bullish, bearish, and a lot of YouTubers were also bearish, like trading YouTubers like Crypto Kirby and so on. They were the whole time shorting the market, while you were actually saying we are due to an uptrend for Bitcoin, and we got a lot of hate. And it's very nice to see that actually right now it's exactly happening what you said. And I mean, it's like a release, because many people said like it's not going to happen. We will go down now to like 2,800 and stuff. And it's very nice to see that this is actually not what happened.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, I appreciate that, and it's actually got me a little nervous, because I wish I was wrong on this, because you know what? A lot of people call me the Oracle, and honestly, I tell them, like, listen, I don't know anything. Right?
So you want to be wrong to not to be the Oracle anymore?
I don't know anything. I'm doing statistical analysis, and with statistics, you can be wrong, and that's just the way it is, right? You got to accept it, right? You're only basing it on statistics, and because it's a statistical analysis, there's a percentage of being right is a percentage of being wrong, and you're going to be wrong sometimes. And so I have to live with that, and I prefer I'm wrong so that you guys understand that I can be wrong. Right? Okay? So enjoy the videos, right? Don't take too much risks on anything that I have to say. If you do decide to bet on anything I have to say, make sure that it's a very small amount of money that you're risking, and I'd prefer if you did nothing.
But Davincij, I can promise you, one day the day will come where you will be wrong at least like one time, even though it will take a few years, but the day will come one day. So don't worry all too much, Davincij. One day the day will come. So can we also zoom out a little bit, because now since we broke that, you think that we have a very high probability to last this uptrend for a very long time. Maybe you can tell us for what kind of long time that is. Is it weeks? Is it month? And maybe also your price targets where you will be scaling out to jump back in later on.
Yeah, I can. I want to tell you why I think we're going to be here for like at least 2 months on an uptrend. But it's based on past history, and there's no guarantee that that's going to follow through. Yeah, it should be 2 months, and we most likely head up to definitely to this point. I mean, at this point in time, this is the direction upwards now. We've broken the trend line. Long as we do not break this trend line to the downside, right here, this one red line here, it's got to stay above that line. All the way up for us to know that we're still good. Yes, it could probably break it a little bit for 1 hour and 1 day and then come back out, but it can't close the daily below this trend line, or else we were in a lot of trouble. But if it doesn't break, and I think it won't, I think we're going to go higher. We've got like this as a price, $4,400 as a price target for, let's just say, some of you people got in below here, like in this area, below 4,000. If you got in below 4,000, you should be taking a little bit of profits here. Even though it might go higher, you got to start taking profits. And that's the main thing that people don't do, is they don't take profits. They hold, and they watch those profits evaporate. Exactly. And it's so sad to see. You have to take profits at the key levels, because you don't know where this thing's going to end. I can tell you for sure that if it somehow gets up to like the $6,000 level, yeah, if you have anything left, you should be selling it at that level. Absolutely, for sure. But you shouldn't have anything if it does happen to go up here, because the probability of it getting up in the 5,800 to 6,000 level is very low. And if it does happen, it's like slim to no chance, unless the dollar is collapsing, that it's going to go higher.
Exactly. Towards the dollar, but maybe not even towards the purchasing power. But yeah, that's amazing to see. So actually your setup here right now tells us that you will be scaling out at 4,400, the first green line, 4,897, the golden ratio, the second green line, and the last line would be like close to 5,200, and
yes,
you will be. Sorry?
Sorry, Chris. That's the 61.8 level.
Yeah, you laughed at. You laughed the 61.8. But at that point of time, you will see, latest at that point of time, probably a bounce back of Bitcoin. Then we will go down and test this downwards resistance line, or maybe even the 200 week MA. And afterwards, we are up for the like long-term bull market. Is it like that, or how can we understand that setup?
Exactly. Like, look, I was like off by a bit, but you could tell that I picked this point because I knew it was approximate to 61.8, and so you know what? You don't sell exactly at the 61.8 because
below.
More often than not, right? Not a lot of times there's the price of Bitcoin, even though it loves 61.8, sometimes it just gets really close and then it says, "See you when I see you." So it'd probably be best to sell some of your coins close to the 61.8 level, which is up here. And then of course, it all depends on where you draw your 61.8, because it's still valid. This is a valid point up here as well. So making this with a little bit higher. and there's a little bit of traffic area in the 5,500 level. So I mean, you could start scaling out right in here, because in these areas here is probably a lot of traffic. A lot of people saying, "Oh my God, Bitcoin's back up here. I'm selling. I'm gonna get out. I'm never gonna buy another Bitcoin again." And definitely, like a whole lot of people are up here, like crying at $6,000 level. So the odds of it getting up here are very slim.
Yeah. I think that's really interesting, and this is really a very clear plan you are following right now. What I also discovered is that especially at those 5,000 price levels, we have a very thin volume profile. Don't you see the chance of maybe breaking through that levels and going up to like even a 6,000 or above once we get to prices above 5,000?
No, I mean we'd have to, because we have to check the problem is we have to check this 200-day moving average, or this trend line. Weekly average, 200 weekly average, or the trend line, the weekly trend line, which is right here. This is also a daily trend, any kind of trend line. It's not just a specific time frame trend line. But the thing is, Bitcoin. What I've noticed with Bollinger Bands is that they like to squeeze a lot into the weekly, and then what happens is, what makes it squeeze even tighter is if the weekly on the weekly time frame, if it touches the top of the or comes close to the top of the Bollinger Band, and then rolls over, that will tighten it even more and make it that much more of a big move when it does finally break out of its Bollinger Band squeeze. So that's a positive thing, but this is going to play out over a long time. Not going to happen tomorrow. We're going to talk. I'm talking about like months here, into the July, August time frame, right? We're going to be bouncing in around here, and honestly, if you're buying Bitcoin to hodl, you know what? At any price between here and here, you're good. You're good, because you're not buying the top. Right, so sure, you know what? Sprinkle some buy orders at the bottom here, near above the 200 week moving average. Sprinkle some on this trend line that I have down here, like at 3,700, 3,750, and also don't forget, because Bitcoin loves to do this. It would love to do a 1 week, one day. Oh my God, the sky is falling, we're all gonna die, move, break down, and then back up again.
Yeah, I saw that so many times. But I think this is really clear direction, Davincij. Thank you so much for that. And for everyone watching, that once we go to that one day of apocalypse, don't think that we are just washed away and Bitcoin is dead. We saw that so many times, a very red day, and in the end, everything is green again. So first of all, thank you so much. Everyone should know by now that that price targets, the resistance line down below, the 200-week MA, and now also the three price targets you will be scaling out. Maybe this setup, you called that, I saw that on Coinigy, you called that move pitch. Can we share the newest setup maybe in a screenshot or so in our Telegram group? Do you have that? Can we share something like that?
I have those screenshots. Now I'll send you guys the screenshots for our Telegram group.
That's cool. So everyone who's watching, after we upload this video, we will send that, or Davincij will send it to us, or we'll send it to the group. We can send it to the Telegram group, so just join our Telegram, the link given down in the description down below. And now we want to come to the altcoin section, because a lot of people right now are interested in altcoins, because crazy gains are to be made, to be honest, if we are looking at the price actions right now, especially on the exchanges like Binance. It's crazy, and people are starting to FOMO, and the danger is of jumping into green numbers. We have so many altcoins pumping, and most certainly, just as you said before we started that recording here, you said for a lot of altcoins it is maybe even too late to jump on to jump on that train. So now maybe we can cover two altcoins where it might be not too late. It won't be the only two altcoins, but we don't have enough time right here. We will cover some more in the next episodes. So now we can maybe cover those two altcoins? And also, can you tell us something about your thoughts on the altcoin section? Do you think the altcoins in general will follow the Bitcoin trend within the next 2 months? Or do you think it will stop before or maybe even go further?
Well, normally the altcoin market ends in May, and that's where everything starts to fall back down, and you can get some deals. And then it starts back up in July, mid-July, August, September timeframe is where you'd have another altcoin bull run that you could look forward to. And so you could, if you saw some altcoins that have pumped and you were like, oh man, I missed the boat, don't worry, the institutions will bring the boat back for you.
Exactly. One of our favorite quotes, definitely. Maybe we should also print that on a t-shirt or so with your face on it or so. So guys, also our merch is dropping soon. Make sure you stay tuned for that and you are subscribed to our channel to get updated once our merch is dropping. We will have some really, really crazy stuff. Especially our lovely designer Marcel is really putting some magic in that. So thanks Davincij for your outlook for the altcoin section. Maybe we can start now with the first altcoin. I think it was
let me share my video. Sorry about that. Let me share my screen here and show you my Twitter page on Davincij Code's Twitter page. Where is that? Is this Davincij Code's Twitter page or is it my Twitter page? It's Davincij Code's, right? So here we have Jay. He's working very hard, showing off all his trades and how much he's putting in and stuff like that. And he's done a fantastic job. Right? He's followed the rules very well, and he's making money. And let me give you an example of that. Take a look at this trade on Factom. He got in right down here. Right? He waited a long time, way back in August. And he's waiting, and then in November, December timeframe, he gets paid, right? And then prices come back down, and look, he put the Fibonacci levels. He knew exactly where to buy. He's buying at the 78.6 level, but notice he got his money back, he got profit, and now he's only putting 0.25%. You know why? It's because this thing could drop all the way back down here. It's okay to put a little, to take a nanny nibble, little tiny nibble, because grandma just wants to spend a little bit of her money.
The greedy old lady.
Because she wants things, what price?
Cheap, man, our favorite number.
Exactly. So she's looking to get back in, right back down where the bottom was before. If the bottom drops out, she's happy to buy another 0.25%, because you know what? Even after buying another 0.25%, and this thing goes to zero, which it won't, because it's a very good coin, I think. She's profited on this thing. So it's a great. This guy has done an excellent job, Jay. Congratulations. Round of applause to you. So he's making money on different coins. This one, too late to buy. Do not. If anybody buys this thing up here, I'm going to hunt you down.
Yeah. Okay. We will join you. Davincij. We will punish them. Just don't do it, guys.
Yes, please do not buy this. You have to set your fibs, and you have to buy at the 78.6 or lower.
Exactly.
That's where you buy. Okay. Exactly. And if it goes higher, you have to redraw your fibs and buy at the 78. Wait for the 78.6 price to come back down to buy this thing if you're interested in buying it at all. Again, this has gone pumping, and you cannot. You're too late to the party. Jay has already made his money. Do not give him more money by buying this thing. Sorry, Jay.
He's rich enough, I guess, by now. By now, he should have retirement money. But we have perfect examples where you should put your fibs in, not buy at the market prices right now because it has already pumped. Now the people are also looking at maybe 2 examples where it is not too late, maybe, to set some buy orders closer to the market price, where there still are gains to be made. And as you are showing it right here, the first one might be Silica. Decent volume, we cannot PND it or so. It's traded on Binance, and there wasn't all too much price action for Silica compared to a lot of other altcoins right now. So what's your thoughts on Silica right now, Davincij?
Well, this has got the little old lady like licking her lips and licking her chops, because like, damn, this thing looks juicy.
Oh man.
Oh man, because like, I mean, a move back up to the 78.6 is not entirely impossible, but even at a move up to the 38.2, which is pretty normal, you're gonna get a double if you're buying down here. And look at this thing. I mean, it's just beautiful, right? It's got, look at this movement. I mean, the volume, people are buying this thing, people are getting in, they're getting involved, right? And the chart looks gorgeous. You've got nice W patterns here happening on the hourly. You've got a bigger W pattern. You had a W pattern right here to make this move up here, but then this is also carving out another W pattern right here. Ooh, and so the breakout is at this point right here. So once it breaks out, this is see you when I see you land, man.
Bye bye.
Okay, so if you can get some cheap coins here, and where to buy the cheap coins? Well, you can see that we're in the zone right now to buy your cheap coins. So even a market buy, I would not be too upset if you did a market buy down here. You shouldn't, but I wouldn't punish you for it. I wouldn't hunt you down for that.
so let me just, because the numbers are maybe small, it's at 422 Satoshi up to 469 Satoshi, your loading zone, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. This is your loading bay. Beep beep beep.
And afterwards, lift off. Bye bye.
Exactly. This is your loading bay. And if you want to get some cheap, if you wanted to see if you can get some discount, get this thing at a discount, you've got you draw your fibs here. You don't buy at the market. You let the market come to you, and you got the 61.8 down here, which is at 457 sats, and so you can get a little bit of a discount. But again, I mean, what's a few sats between friends, right?
Exactly. I mean, in the end, if you really go to that what was it, the 38.2 level, you like double your money,
double, right?
If few sets are not important in this case. Definitely. So thank you so much for your view on Silica. Let us know, guys, in the comment section down below, what are your favorite altcoins right now, which we should cover in the next episodes. We will take a look at it, and if Davincij thinks it's not too late, maybe if Davincij thinks the train is not gone like far away, we might cover them in the next episode. So leave your thoughts or your favorite altcoins in the comment section down below. And now, Davincij, is there also a second altcoin you want to cover? I think there was another one.
Yes, there is, but hang on. I wanted to talk about this divergence that's actually showing up, because I mean, if this coin stays below that last top, right, and this thing goes above here, I mean, they're pretty much giving you the money, right? I mean, this thing's gonna fly,
also
right?
For free.
Because that is like, because you'll have is what's called a divergence. So let's just say it goes up to here, right? It pops up here, and then this increases up and breaks up over here. That's a sign that for sure, this is going to friggin' face rip to some crazy level, right? Because there's so much people interested in getting into this thing. I don't know why. The market is telling me that that's what's happening. And so basically what I would like to say is, like, show me a chart and I'll tell you the news. And there's going to be some news on this thing.
Okay. Good to know, man. Good to know. Show me the charts and I'll tell you the news. All right.
All right.
So thank you so much. Also, before we go into the next one, we want to set a very small disclaimer, guys. When we are talking about that altcoin, the volume is really, really, really low. So if you are thinking about putting anything in after your own research and your own decision, like put $1 or so in it, because this can be really pumped hard because the order book is thin, the volume is very low. So don't jump in and buy that, because you will definitely lose money if you do so, because you will pump the order book and there's no support and other people will dump on you guys. Very important, very low volume. So just take that as a TA lesson, as a chart lesson. For this one, the upwards chances are very high, but the risk is also very high due to a low volume. We just wanted to set that disclaimer before we start with that one.
Exactly. So the point is, what he's really trying to say is no more than $5 on this thing. Okay, $5. Right? Please, people, do not put a lot of money in this. You're going to get hurt, right? Because this thing does not look like it's going to go to the moon anytime soon, but it's worth a risk, because look at this. I mean, you know what? It's worth it, because if it does pump, I mean, it's going to do something stupid, right? Because of the low volume. And so you might as well get a few dollars off this thing if it does do something stupid. And if it goes to zero, hey, you know what? You put $5 in, it's like, you know, the lottery.
You got $25 in the beginning of the episode, so you still have $20 left in this case.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I mean, if this thing, this is worth. I mean, what's his name? Jay. I think he purchased some of this. Yeah, I think we have. No, this is where's Jay's chart right here. So Jay's he's coming in on this a little bit, but not a whole lot, right? So that's the whole point. Make sure you don't put a lot of money in any of these names, because you just don't know what's going to happen. And yeah, I mean, but looking at this, yeah, I mean, yeah. If this thing wants to fly, and let's just say it just wants bounce up to 38.2. I mean, I can tell that this thing will make you some serious money here. I mean, from 100,
it's like 5x,
20 sats to that's like 600 sats. I mean, come on, that's some serious dope.
That's already a 5x. I mean, it would be great. As you already said, the risk is very high, but the reward in case of success is also very, very high. And that's how this really levels out. So yeah, thank you so much for the second one as well. I think both are very interesting and also very different to each other. Silica and also the second very low volume coin. So thanks so much for covering that. Also the Bitcoin outlook and the altcoin outlook, it's really giving us a positive vibe. Guys, just imagine we have 2 positive months in front of us. Do you know how good that will feel? I mean, the last time we had that, it was like last year in April and May. So this will be great, and it's very nice to see that all those videos where we covered 4,800 Bitcoin ready to lift off from March and everything like that is really coming into truth right now, Davincij. So sorry for that, you are still the oracle, but even though you will be wrong maybe tomorrow, maybe day after tomorrow, there might be that time you will still always stay our oracle. So thank you so much for putting your knowledge bombs on us. And now, before we come to the end, we really want to ask you, because also a lot of people are asking in the Telegram group, what are your most recent updates for Pandora's Wallet, and when will you release it, and when might we take a look at it, maybe also in a video on our channel or on your channel?
Yeah, well, you know what? Somebody asked me in our group if I had the manual or document for Pandora's Wallet. And at the time, I did not have one, but then Michelle, one of my employees, she went out and she made the manual for us, and I was quite surprised, and I'm very happy by that. It's in Spanish, but you know, we could translate it really quickly. And yeah, so we will be having a manual for it, and when we release the next update, which will be on the 8th, we're planning to have stop limit orders, so you can hit stop. You could do stop orders as well on your coins. So that means you can keep your money until the price actually hits the target price you want. So you don't have to like send your money to the exchange until that price hits. And that's very important, because then you keep the money on you until you're ready to buy or sell whatever asset that you want.
I can imagine it's very hard to program that.
I'm gonna love, and I'm gonna use, and I'm sure other people will as well.
Yeah, we can't wait to see that, and you might also be giving like a small tutorial or so for everyone who is asking himself how it's working. Also for those advanced orders, we can really imagine it's hard to program that, hard to implement that. You have all those exchange APIs, all your servers, putting in a lot of money, hiring employees. So really, this is a huge project, man, you chose there. You could have done something simple, but you chose like one of the hardest things to do. But you are close to release, you are close to the success, so you like already did 95% of the work. Thank you so much. We are waiting for that, and I can only talk from our point of view. We will download it and we will use it. So I think we have already come to an end. Davincij, we covered Bitcoin, altcoins, and Pandora's wallet. So thank you so much for letting us know, for giving us that positive vibe for the next 2 months. The next few episodes will be lit and amazing, guys. Make sure you do not miss out on that. And also, I want to come back only before I ask you one last question, Davincij, to the last point I asked in the beginning for your market sentiment, dear viewers. Maybe you leave us your market sentiment right now in your comments a second time and let us know what you think about the market right now. So Davincij, do you have any things to say in the end?
Well, I really feel that the market is just going through its normal cycle. We're seeing the altcoin cycle starting to reach its crescendo. I think we still have a little bit more juice in that the altcoin cycle before we roll over and take a pause and then go back again for the July, August, and September cycle. And then after that time, right, the next bottoming will begin as altcoins start to fall off and fall out of favor and into the December season, where it's all tax loss season. And so this is nothing new for me. It's rinse and repeat. And once you get to that point for trading, you'll look at the market and go, this is easy to understand. This is nothing.
But you are here for a long time right now, like 8 years. But still, we will have a few very, very nice weeks, maybe even 2 months in front of us. And you still don't think that Bitcoin will go below the 3,150 level or so. So we will not form lower lows with the highest probability. That's still important. Very nice. Exactly. So that's what we wanted to hear, and that's the point for ending this episode. So we want to thank everyone again for coming back to our channel. I think in April now we will have 2 episodes per week with Davincij15. Maybe sometimes he won't have time, but whenever he has time, we will do 2 episodes per week, and additionally, most probably also 2 episodes without him. So in all, it will be like 4 episodes a week. If you are excited for that already, also smash up the like button. So that being said, guys, thank you so much for coming back to our channel. We want to end that episode right now, and we will see each other very, very soon in the next episode. So as always, guys, thanks for watching, and bye-bye.